Hello everybody. My name is Mystic Phantom, and today we're currently in a battle on Zone 4, or technically this is Zone 3. So we started over here. This is where a statue is, and our enemies are on this side. They are Hip and WLA. And today's video I wanted to make just because I'm seeing a lot of my allies burn right here. We're being swarmed, they're getting hit, and I realized that their garrisons weren't really, they weren't really all that good. So a lot of them had like Garwood and Bakar, which, if you know anything about Garwood, if I could find him. So Garwood will heal lightly wounded units, and you get resistance, which is an okay statistic, but you don't want the healing because it's just going to heal your lightly wounded, which in turn goes into sev wounded or more dead units. So Garwood is terrible. I don't know why he's a garrison hero, even though they took away, I'm pretty sure they took away his garrison skill. So I don't know why he's still a garrison hero and not an overall hero or just an infantry hero, but yeah, he's terrible. I know a lot of people might think he's really good in Season 1 or Season 2, but just stick with anything else, really. You'd be better off, I'm telling you, with like Waldir. If anything, you need something that does damage. Also, Bakar, he's very bad. I would not suggest this, even if you're starting off in the game. Maybe if you're below 5 million power, it could work and everybody else is weaker, but the more power that you gain, the less appealing this guy is. So you may be asking, well, who should I use? And that is all dependent on who you, on how many troops you have. So for me, I've got a lot of Celestials, not that many Vessels anymore, because I converted them back in the other update where you could change units. But I've got a lot of physical. Right now they're in the hospital. So I've got some more right there. But yeah, you definitely need to focus on a garrison hero that's going to combine everything you see here. So if you're going to go for a hero that has, let's say, for example, a skill where they deal magic damage, or let's see. So if you select anything that has magic, physical, it will say it in their skill tree. Right here, it will say it on their skills. Sorry, I didn't really write a script. I'm trying to doing this on the fly. A lot of people tell me I should do a script, but I just like freeballing it. Anyways, sorry about all that. This is a physical. You can see damage type physical. Now, if you want to choose something where it doesn't have that, I would suggest Magrat for sure. She's kind of like an overall hero. You can really use her with anything. So I like using her with Garrison. She's also a garrison hero. Then there's Tohar. Tohar does the same thing. He does not have... Well, he does have a damage type magic, so you should probably have this guy as a deputy. But he did get a buff where he hits 3 enemy legions when you are garrisoning. He will have crazy AoE on everybody around you if you're being swarmed or they're even next to you. Let's see. I've seen a lot of people use this cav hero as well. If you're a cavalry main, like you have a bunch of cavalry. If you have a bunch of infantry, I would suggest Magro is a great one. Probably not now, because there's these new infantry and they really hurt. So I don't really know what the best garrison is anymore. Maybe a Magro Kuma. But yeah, you can see my alliance members are getting freaking hit, and it's not good. I think they just launched another rally. We did have a good defense here. I placed this bastion here. I was like, okay, that's going to cover it, right? Well, they placed a bastion here, which completely null and voids this. You can't have a bastion attack another bastion. So they built that, and then they built this flag here, and they're building this one. So I think we're kind of screwed so far. I told everybody that we got to get behind the spire so we can defend. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Now, you're probably wondering what my garrison is. So, I will show you. I use Magrat Tohar because Magrat is like an overall hero. She does have healing, a little bit of healing, but it's not too much to where it's really all that noticeable. I should change... I would recommend you guys don't use like Shadow Blades to Garrison either. It's all dependent on your artifact as well. So when you're using a Garrison hero, you should also focus on the artifact that would give passive buffs to your Garrison hero. Let me try to find an artifact that has that. I would recommend Breath of the Forest if you're garrisoning it, if you have a good garrison. I do really like this artifact. So let me just, for example, this one, you want to look for additional effects when you're adding in artifacts. So this one will give you 9% more artifact skill damage, right? But you're not going to be using artifacts while in a garrison. They won't, like you see here in this preview, it doesn't do this when you're in a garrison. Your artifact will never go off, so all you're getting is extra artifact skill damage. So this is a bad choice. I would recommend this one if you have infantry. Spirit Bone Torque is great if you're using Goresh for a garrison. Infantry units in your legion deal 12% more counterattack, but if you have it maxed, it goes up to 20% and you get more damage taken reduction and defense. So overall, really, really good artifact for if you're an infantry main. I would recommend maxing this one or getting it exemplar. Let's see here. This one's also good, Shield of Sturdiness. If you have, for example, if you have Danfell maybe as a garrison with Magro. So you're using Magro primary and then Danfell secondary. I think that could be really good too. But yeah, you definitely should focus 100% on a hero to garrison for how many troops you have. So if you're somebody who doesn't main anything, like for me, I'm a mage. I play mages a lot and I have most of my mages awakened. So I've primarily focused on a mage garrison. So if you're an archer main, there are archer garrison heroes that you can focus. Same thing with the knights or the cavalry and the infantry. So there's all types of stuff to choose, but definitely don't choose anything that's going to heal you a bunch like Garwood. He's really, really bad. Nika would also be a horrible choice to garrison with, and Madeline would probably be really terrible. You want to use something that's pretty new, so you don't want to... Where is it? I don't know why I can't find it right now. Okay, right here. So you'll see G3, G2, and then G1s, they don't even have one here. That's why I couldn't find it. But G2 will have one. You want, typically, if you're going to have a really good garrison, you want whatever the newest hero is. So, for example, the new G4 Mages released yesterday. So, for me, I'm going to focus on this guy, get him awakened, and then when Strongest Lord comes out, I'm going to unlock this character, the Witch Woman, is what I call her. And I'm going to get her for Garrison, and I'm going to put her for my city Garrison, but for right now, I am using Magrat with Tohar. Now, you might be asking, well, why aren't you using Tohar primary with Bertrand, because I have him awakened, or Magrat? Well, my answer to that would be because my damage type right here says magic, and I'm just testing right now to see if having Magrat as the primary means that she's going to be using all of my troops that I have here. So I don't know if somebody in the comments can let me know if that really makes a difference or not, but seeing my alliance member using Garwood and Bakar and getting swarmed like this, I just felt like I needed to make this video. I'm not the best at making guides, so please be gentle on me. I haven't made a YouTube video in a long time as well. And some parts I probably talk too fast, so let me just break it down again. If you're going to be using a garrison hero, you want to focus primarily on the one that is going to be the best for the current troop type that you have the most of. So if you have more physical troops than you do mages, I definitely recommend Magrat and Zeta. I think if you have both of these awakened, you're going to do great in a garrison, especially if you have a really good Shadow Manticore. Mine is not all that good. I am re-rolling it, trying to get an 8 slot, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I do have a really good Moon Bear, but the reason I'm not using Magro and Kuma, for example, is because my Magro is not awakened, first off, and I also don't know if this would be considered using all physical troops. I don't really know. So I'm not really trying to use him, even though my Moon Bear is really good. I'm not going to use him right now. Are they still... They're still rallying him. So they've been using Goresh and Danfell. They've also used Goresh Kuma. But I would say this is the meta rallying right now. Or you would probably use Kuma with the new guy, Lee. But for me, I don't have them maxed out. But anyways, I think Tohar is great if you're Magic, by the way. I just want to say Tohar and Bertrand, or Tohar and Thunderlin, are really, really strong together in a garrison. I just personally, myself, am not using it because I don't have more mages than I do physical troops, I think. I haven't really done the math, but I did kill a lot of troops this season. I did kill a lot of my mages, infantry, cavalry, archers. Some workhorses kind of got put in there. I don't know how that happened. I haven't even been rallied yet. I'm kind of waiting for that. I'm going to take a rally right now, right here on this flag. Once they destroy this one, they'll probably move over to this or this one. Actually, they're touching it right now, so they could technically... They are destroying it. Okay. So hopefully I'll have a video out there, or maybe I'll splice it into this one about me taking a rally. But the last time that I was over right here, they didn't rally me. So I don't know if they're scared or if they just don't have the people yet, but now they do. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, definitely if you have an awakened Lilia, don't put her in a garrison either. She is terrible. Don't use Moo. Don't use Velen. Don't use Hosk. He's really bad in a rally too. Unless you're using archers, maybe. Let's see if I can go over every hero. I think Goresh is probably the best rally you could use because he's just... You can't really swarm a Goresh rally. And that's what I think is so funny, because you could swarm this guy for sure. I mean, he's not really going to do a bunch of counterattack, but he probably will buff Kuma if you attack him. So I don't really know, but Goresh will hurt if you attack him. So I like Goresh with Danfell. I think that's the meta rally. Meta Garrison, definitely Magro and Kuma, but I don't have them maxed yet. Indus is terrible. Please don't ever use her. Nea is okay. I think, yet again, you want to use Shan Yen with Nea. Obviously have this one as the garrison commander. Where they always come out with like 2 pairs of garrisons, so I wonder which one is the archers. Oh, right, the archer one was Magrat, my bad. So yeah, they got Magrat, and then the next one they came out with was Rallying. But anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful, if anything. I know a lot of rambling went on. But yeah, this is how my season's going too. Just in case you guys are wondering, this is Zone 3. We did build up to the past 5, but I'm not really sure if we're going to make it, because it's not looking good over here. It is definitely not looking good. But anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, if you've never seen me before. And I'll just show my stats really quick. I do fight a lot. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys have an amazing day or night, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.